So I'm gonna do one more video for the week for the Cowboys and Eagles game. I'm not gonna do no bashing, no shit talking. I mean, this is Hell Week in this group, or Hate Week. I mean, excuse me, for this group that I'm in called the TTC, and on Facebook, where you go and you talk shit about the other, your opponent's team. I mean, the Cowboys' opponents. Well, I've done that in the past couple of videos, so I'm not gonna do that on this one. What I am gonna do is what I'm gonna talk about. What I feel the Cowboys should do to get this win. Now, I've been hearing other Eagles fans talk about Carson Wentz is the truth and the answer, and he's their franchise. That's great, good for y'all. And that Dak Prescott is not a Carson Wentz. He's not. And I don't care that he's not Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz wants to throw downfield. He wants to do all that shit. Great, let him. Cool. But you know what? He's only actually thrown downfield 10 times. The way y'all talk like he throws down the field all the time. And he doesn't. He's only thrown down the field 10 times. And he's only completed 3 of those passes. That's 30%. That's pretty bad. That's horrible. Dak Prescott has maybe thrown down the field once or twice and completed one, I know he had one of Bryce Butler a couple weeks ago, and Butler just T-Rexed it and went right through his hands. But what the Cowboys need to do against the Eagles, because for some reason when the Eagles come into Jerry World, they own it. I don't understand. But, when we go over to Lincoln Field, we own them. Cool. But whenever we play the Eagles like to come out playing a lot harder than what they show on tape, what they play like in recent, past weeks. Always against the Cowboys. I don't get it, but whatever. But what I feel about this year's team is that they're playing like a team. It's not a 1-2-man show like it is with Romo and Dez and no running game. They're actually playing like a team. Dak Prescott goes to his reads, check down to Cole Beasley, check down to Jason Witten, hit Terrence Williams with the slant, or with the fade route, or the post route to Bryce Butler at the back of the end zone. He likes to do that. What the Cowboys need to do is game management, clock management, which they've been doing a real good job of, and I'm glad they have, because it keeps the defense off the field. And Cowboy fans as well as I do, is that we need our defense off the field. They've been playing so good, and Morris Claiborne has been playing has had a Pro Bowl year. It's because he's not playing constantly on the field. Like last year, and 2013, and the year before that, and the year before that. Cowboy defense gets gassed and tired because they're on the field so much. 2014 and this year, they're not on the field that often. So what happens? They're fresh. They're not tired. They can go hard, on every play because, like I said, they're not on the field. They're fresh. They got fresh legs. With that being said, going back to clock management, Cowboys need to keep the ball from incomplete. They need high percentage passing is what they need, and they need to run the ball with Zeke and behind that line. Because if you run behind that line and Zeke goes off for another 130 something yards, 140 yards, we're gonna win the game, guarantee it. Because I believe our offense is better than their defense, and I believe our defense is better than their offense. I do. That's why I think that come Sunday, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a smash-mouth, hard-fought game. But I strongly, wholeheartedly believe that the Cowboys are going to come out and just lay it down. Just lay it down. And there's a difference between being a veteran and knowing the magnitude of a Cowboys and Eagles game, and being a rookie and being ignorant to how big, or not ignorant, negligent I should say, to being to the magnitude of how big this game is. Like, if I came in as a rookie, I would just think of it as another game, because I'm not part of that rivalry. Like, until I actually play in that game, and I know the ramifications, and I know what could happen. That's the good thing about Dak and Zeke. They don't know. They don't know how big. They have an idea because they see from afar, like they see on TV or whatever. But now that they're in the game and they're gonna be a part of the rivalry, this is the first game. And if you start off with the win in the first game in the Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott era, if the Cowboys start off with the win in that era, it all falls onto the Eagles, the pressure that they're going to have to come out in week 17 or whenever they play the Cowboys again and try to win. All the pressure falls on them. It does. So that's why this game is so important. And it's nice to have two guys coming in playing at top-notch levels. They're not playing like rookies. They're playing like veterans. It took Zeke a little bit longer to get acclimated to the NFL speed of the game than what it did for Dak. But after week 2, Zeke in week 3, 4, 5, and 6, 130 yards, plus, 130 yards plus. The only rookie to do that 4 straight times. I guarantee you he's gonna do it again. I guarantee it, and it's gonna be lovely. I'm gonna love it. There is no bigger rivalry in football, in my eyes, than Eagles-Cowboys. You have Eagles, Philly, blue-collar workers, construction, Eagles. And then you have the Cowboys, white-collar, big buildings, business. You know what I mean? Like, they're two totally different opposite ends of the spectrum of each other. That's why it makes such a good rivalry. That's why they make for such good football. Because the two cities are so far apart from each other. It's ridiculous. Like, it's amazing. I'm glad I'm from the state of Texas. No, I'm not from Dallas, but unless you aren't from Pennsylvania and you support the Eagles, if you're not from Texas, you don't know how big this game is. If you're from Pennsylvania and you like the Eagles, if you're from Texas and you like the Cowboys, you know these two histories like the back of your hand. You know how big this rivalry is. In the Donovan McNabb era, y'all owned us. In the Troy Aikman era, we owned y'all. Now, it seems like we're flopping back and forth. First it was us, then it was y'all. Maybe it'll be us again. Maybe in the Dak Prescott era, it's going to be us. Hopefully, I'm praying. I can't wait. Can't wait for these two. Ever since Romo got hurt, I've been waiting for week 8. Now, you got the Giants, you got the Redskins, but you know what? It's old news. You got 2 top rookies. 1 second overall pick. The other one, 4th round pick by the Cowboys. Again, 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. You would not think that both of them would be starting and both of them would be playing at the same time. You wouldn't think that both of them would be on the field at the same time. No, you wouldn't. Carson Wentz, No, Prescott was the backup. He was the future. We didn't know how much of the future he was going to be until Romo got hurt. So, I'm excited for this game. I really am. It sucks that I'm going to be at work that night, but I'm going to do everything in my power to be able to watch that game. Everything in my power. Because if God forbid, if the Eagles do lose, for my group, for this bet that I got going on with Desert Eagle X90, Aaron Taylor, I have a bet with him. If the Eagles win and the Cowboys lose, I got to sing his Eagles Fly or Go Eagles Fly Eagle or Go Eagles Fly, whatever it is. I got to sing that song, and I don't want to. But, it's a bet that I accepted. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I can't wait for this game, man. All right, man. Y'all be safe. I gotta get out of here. Y'all have a good one.